Well, Robbie, 100% effort, 100 out of 100 for effort today from the team.
Yeah, no, absolutely. First half, I was a bit disappointed with our performance. I didn't think we were brave enough on the ball. Didn't think we got possession of the ball very well, but we shook it up at half time. And I think we responded very, very well in the second half. And I thought we were a better team in the second half. And the two chances they had before the second goal had come again from two mistakes from our players giving the ball away. And, you know, we showed a lot of encouraging signs in that second half because, you know, they are our rivals. But right now, the table doesn't lie in terms of where they are. And they probably are the best team in the league at the moment. And I thought you could see that they were on the back foot a little bit by bringing the personnel they brought on in the second half, and I think that speaks volumes for what we did in the second half. We're disappointed with the result. It's the sucker punch at the end because Robbo misses from 4 or 5 yards out, and then they go straight up the thingy. We've got comfortable possession again on the halfway line, which ends up it's a fluky goal. I know he hasn't made it. He hasn't made that. Good luck to the kid, but yeah, you know, that's football, and that's sometimes at the minute what's happening. Even when we, you know, going back to Saturday's game, you know, we managed the game, we win 2-1, and it's back-to-back league wins, and it felt like a defeat on Saturday. But I think second half, and the fans, I think any fan with a bit of know-how of the game would understand that we've given them a very good game in the second half. It was a close game. I thought they were miles better than us first half, but we contributed to that. And I thought we were excellent second half with our application, our quality. I mean, if Nathan's goal goes in my opinion, it's goal of the season without a shadow of a doubt. And yeah, and that's what we've got to be. We've got to build on that and make sure that we take the positives of the second half into, you know, Saturday's game.
Word about Joe Dandy, we gave him man of the match. I mean, his performance was typical of the team. Never gave up, pressed so well in the second half. Looked as though he could have had a penalty, Robbie. What was your view on that?
No, I don't think it was a pen. I don't think it was a pen. I think Joe Dandy's been a revelation since he's come in. From a lad who texted me saying, "Can I come down and train with you?" to being a regular starter and being a regular starter on merit, speaks volumes for what the kid and how he's applied himself. And you know, he's a great addition to us. And you know, he played right back tonight, and I thought he'd done a very good job.
You bettered the best team in the league in the second half. That's the positive you can take from the defeat, I suppose.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, for whatever reason, you know, there's a little bit of doom and gloom, and there shouldn't be, because we have a lot of young lads, and I think you've seen in the second half we've played very well against a very good team, and you know, we've got to take heart from that, because we know there's ability in there. And once we say to the lads and we get after them at half time and tell them, you know, we responded very well. And in my opinion, we should have been either penalties, or we could have won in penalties. Listen, we're disappointed with the result, of course, because no one wants to go out to your arch rivals. No one wants to go out in the quarterfinals of any cup against anybody. But I think hopefully the supporters would see the second half performance and take heart from that. And I've just said to the players, and me and Jack, we've got to take that on now to Saturday and make sure it's 3 unbeaten, 2 wins out of 3, and we start pushing that league table, because we are a team, in my opinion, that's better than the league position at the minute. What baffles me is a team who's 22 points ahead of us has lost the same amount of games as us in the league. I mean, that, if you can, that beggars belief that why we're so far back. But listen, it is what it is. That's not excuses. I'm just trying to, you know, throw a stat there to say that is mind blowing. 10 points might be different, but when you're 22 points away from Worthing and you've lost the same amount of games in the league, that's incredible.
It is quite incredible, that. But Potter's Bar come here on Saturday, another home game, and it's probably a home form that's let you down a little bit.
Killed us, there's no two ways about that. And I've said to the players, I don't know how many teams apart from Worthing in the second half in the league, Carl Shelton in the first half, Folkestone was a bit open, but we were 2-0 up after 20 minutes against Folkestone and committed cardinal errors for them to get back to 2-2, and then they've gone on and won the game. Teams haven't dominated us. We've been the better team in many games, but we've had to give ourselves a leg up and also come back from deficits 2-0 down, 1-0 down. You can't keep doing it. No. You can't keep giving yourself legs up. Like even today, at half time, we were quite fortunate to be 1-0 down. But what I would say is the lads showed resilience, togetherness, and a very good performance in the second half, and we're unlucky not to get something, like I say, take it to penalties.
Finally, Robbie, one of the big hindrance of the season has been the injury list. And have we picked up any more? Is Jake Flanagan going to be fit for Saturday? How's the casualty list?
We don't know. We don't know what Jake's like or Harvey's like at the minute. Obviously, Harvey came off on Saturday because he's had a hamstring, and I think it was around the same area. So he doesn't think it's as bad, but we just don't know. We don't know after we train on Thursday whether Jake's available or Harvey, and whatever. I think Calvin was, he had 3 weeks out. It's very important that he's had 2 games in 72 hours or whatever it is, and it's difficult for his knee as well, so that's why we brought him off. So we have to assess them and see where we are. But that's all the information on the injuries I can give you.
Thanks, Robbie. Thanks for your time as always. Cheers. God bless you.